Pictures. We should be live now. So I went live, so you should be able to share like the actual video on your pages now. If you want to do that.
Let's see.
Hey, everybody. We'll get started in a few minutes. If you want to do that. Yeah, it's work.
I'm just trying to do one more thing and then I am done.
Cool.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna keep this up just in case we have some comments. Anyway, alrighty. All right, hey everyone. So good evening, and welcome to the Cincinnati Herald's Influencers, a weekly talk show to share young voices. It's your girl Nailah Edwards again. I am one of the influencers, and I will be your evening host today. If you did not catch my show the last time, my show is about introducing you to the amazing, talented, and hardworking youth of Cincinnati, as well as speaking on influential topics that are important for our younger generation. So today I will be introducing you to Crystal Banks. Crystal is the reigning Miss Ohio American Beauties Plus 2020, ran by Royal Productions and events by Natasha Coleman. And Crystal is one of the representatives of the American Beauties Plus pageant. So Crystal actually used to be a former intern for the Cincinnati Herald. And the Herald is now proud to be sponsoring Crystal on her journey to the Nationals pageant, where she will be competing for the title of Miss American Beauties Plus 2021, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So today, Crystal will be telling you all about her pageant journey, her platform, about mental health, her road to becoming the next national Miss American Beauties Plus, and so much more. But first, before we get into hearing from Crystal, I'd like to remind you to check out the Cincinnati Herald this week. I just got mine in the mail today, so you can pick up a copy of the newspaper at your local Kroger, Walgreens, UDF, Joseph Best bookseller, or any other newspaper stand around this city. And then you can also go to thecincinnatiherald.com and subscribe to get mail delivery. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Crystal Banks. It's an honor to have you on my show today, and it's a privilege to know you, Crystal, and I'm very excited to chat all about your royal pageantry life. So today, so welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
No problem. It's really funny because I haven't known Crystal for too long, but I met her last year at the daddy-daughter dinner dance that the Cincinnati Herald had or was hosting at Music Hall. Not Music Hall, it was at Duke Energy Center. There we go. But it was so funny because we instantly connected and we didn't even know each other. We just was like, what's up, girl? We was dancing, everything. And then I found out that she was a reigning queen here, and I was like, oh, I know her, because they were telling me about you, and I was just like, who is that? But I never got your name at the dance, but then I was like, okay, put the two together. But anyway, so Crystal, you're a reigning queen here. I didn't know anything about this pageant that you are the queen of, but now I do because now you're, the queen, and you're gonna tell us all about it. But I was looking on the what was it? The website,
Mhm.
just doing my research about the pageant. So, there's 5 different pageants in this whole organization. And they're all spearheaded by different topics. They have the American Beauties National, the American Beauty Plus, American Beauties Prevailing Queen, Classic Beauties International, and National Sorority Pageant. So they all have different meanings behind them. But you're in the American Beauties Plus pageant. So can you tell us a little bit about this pageant and how you got involved with it and what is the big meaning behind this pageant?
So this pageant is American Beauties Plus. As you said, is run with Royal Productions. Natasha Coleman is the CEO. She's transitioning to CEO. She was the big director, but now she's CEO, and I'm so happy for her. Love you, Miss Tasha. Um, this pageant has been around for some years now. We're actually going to celebrate an anniversary. And it's just to dedicate for plus size women and to help women uplift them and encourage them. Also, one of our big platforms for this pageant is actually domestic violence, which is that this month. So we are heavily on that. We try to help women with domestic violence, who's ever been in a domestic violence situation. We're very strong on that. And it's a big thing to us. It's a big thing to American Beauties Plus, American Beauties Nationals, and I love that. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Right. So I know you were telling me little while back ago, that actually today, October 17th, is when you're supposed to be going to Atlanta for nationals to compete
Yeah.
for the bigger title, Miss American Beauty Plus. But obviously COVID happened, so it got postponed to March, correct?
Yes. So because of COVID, we was not able to have our national pageant, which was supposed to be today. I would have been competing today in Atlanta, Georgia, as you said, but we moved it to March 31st through April the 3rd in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you all want more details, all you have to do is go to Royal Productions. All the information you need is on the website. I encourage everyone to mark it in your calendar, get your plane ticket, get your bus ticket, or get whatever you need and come down and support me and all my pageant sisters as well. So, and it's a lot of us. So,
Right. So what would you have been looking forward to in the pageant? What are the different categories you have to compete in during the pageant?
okay, so as I said, it's March 31st through April 3rd. So it's a whole week of different events. So when I get down there, it starts for me. It starts with our pageant too. It starts with our interviews with the judges. We have a talent part that we can do. We have a cover girl that we can do. There's so much things with this pageant, but the 3 top things that the judges will definitely be looking at when we compete on April the 3rd will be our evening gown, our fashion wear, and the way we present ourselves, the way we walk in, or if we start off with our black dress, and the way we our introductions. And so, yeah. But the other thing is to our pageantitude and interview. So we'll do an interview, a full interview. It's just like every pageant, like if you see on TV, the Miss USA pageant, how they go through all of that, the interview process, the meeting with the judges. They have to do different things, um, do like different events. We do the same exact thing. So it's nothing really different. We're just plus size. So
Correct. Correct.
yeah.
Um, And that's like one of the questions I had asked you like before the interview. Like, why do you believe it's so important to have pageants solely only for plus size women? I think that's very important. But
It's
why do you believe
very
it's
important.
important?
And honestly, I didn't know about American Beauties Plus until probably maybe 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Um, so the director for Northern Valley Region, who was my director, Dr. Angela Nicole Rivers. I was about to say her other name. She's married now. Um, she really introduced me to it, and then the director, now CEO, Miss Natasha Coleman, she introduced me to it. I'm sorry, it's Angela Harper now, Miss Angela Harper. That's her married now. I'm sorry, but those two ladies introduced me to the pageant. I did a show for Miss Angela. She has a curvy week, everything plus that. She does a fashion show, and that will be actually April the 10th of next year. It's like huge. I modeled for her 1 year, and she told me that I should do pageants. And
Mhm.
she was telling me, and I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm not pretty enough. I'm not, nah, I don't think this is for me. So then Miss Nicole, I'm sorry, Miss Tasha, she um introduced it to the pageant as well. And I'm like, same mindset. Nah, I don't want to do this. This ain't
Yeah.
for me. I,
Yeah.
I, I'm not pretty enough. And there's when they start talking to me, like, no, you're beautiful. You can do this. This is to uplift. It's the sisterhood. It's to encourage. It's to do everything you think you can't do, to bring you out of your comfort zone. So I'm like, I think about it. So when I wanted to do it, actually, I found that I was pregnant with my son. I have a 1 year old named Kayan. So I couldn't do it then. I had to wait till this year to compete. And I told Miss Natasha, I said, okay, after I have my baby, and she said it too, after you have your son, let me know. And we're going to talk about getting you into this pageant. And I was like,
Mhm.
okay. So I kept my word. After I had my son, I was like, okay, I'm ready, Miss Angela. I'm ready, Miss Natasha. I think I can do this. Um, and I was nervous because I'm like, do I really want to do this? Can I do this seriously? Am I really pretty now? Am I beautiful? Because I do deal with low self-esteem issues. And well, not anymore. Being in this pageant, it helped me
Mhm.
to blow that out the water. Like, no, you're good. You got this. You're confident. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're a queen. Even without a crown, you're a queen. So yeah, don't doubt yourself. Love yourself. Love the skin you're in. Love the body that you have. And that's one of the things that we do. We encourage our queens to love themselves, to love the skin they're in, to love the body that they're in, to just love them. Even without a crown, without a sash, you're still beautiful. You're still a queen. Hold your head up high. Walk with confidence. Walk with a purpose. Do your thing. Be a boss.
Mhm.
Run with it.
Yes, ma'am. So, I know you had a platform and your platform was geared towards mental health. So, can you talk about your platform and why it's important to you and why you chose that platform?
Okay, so my platform for the pageant is parents dealing with mental health. And it's very dear to me because I deal with mental health. Back when I was a child, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and it still was with me and with my adult. Like, and it really kicked in when I had my son. Post Postpartum depression is like no joke.
Mhm.
So when I decided to do this pageant, I, I had another platform actually. And I was like, wait. that doesn't fit me. It fits me, but it doesn't fit me. What
Mhm.
am I going through on a daily basis? And that's when COVID hit. I was like, okay, mental health. I deal with it. I know there's parents out there deal with it. And it's very heavy in the Black community. We don't want to talk about mental health. We want to brush it aside. We want to just sweep it under the rug, It's, oh, it's not a big deal. Yes, it's a big deal because there's parents out there killing themselves. There's parents out there killing their children because they have mental health issues and they're not getting help. So that's where my platform came about. Parents dealing with mental health, where it's by polar depression, anxiety, anything dealing with mental health, and parents are having trouble with it. I want to help them, encourage them, uplift them, let them know they're not alone. I
Mhm.
go through it. Like I said, I have depression and anxiety. I go through it as a parent. It's not easy dealing with mental health issues and raising a child. Actually, it's harder. And a lot of people don't understand that with being a parent and having mental health is really hard. But you have to, one, you need to have God in your corner to uplift, to like be there so he can comfort you, so he can guide you and direct you. And then you need your family and your friends to support you. If your family and your friends are not going to support you while you trying to tell them and express to them about your mental health, then maybe it's time to and, and then go to counseling and therapy, see a doctor. Like I said, in our Black community, we want to push it aside. But I tell people, go get help, seek help. We have so many um, things out there. We have the doctors, we have the therapists, we have all these people out here that went to school for this to help us. Don't be afraid, don't be shy to get help. And that was one of my problems. I was afraid and I was scared because I have mental health. Oh, they're gonna take my child away. Oh, they think I'm crazy. Oh, they're gonna think I can't be a good parent. Oh, they don't think I'm strong enough. Those thoughts run in my head. And I know those thoughts run in other parents' head. And it's not true. Just because you have mental health doesn't mean you can't be a good parent. Doesn't mean you're not strong. It doesn't mean that something is wrong with you. That you're crazy. No, it doesn't mean none of those things. It just means that you need to get counseling, therapy, maybe on medication to help with those things. And like I said, also having a spiritual background would definitely help because it's helped me. I know it's helped me because there's been nights when I literally had to pray to God, like, Jesus, take the wheel, help me. So that's what my platform is all about: encouraging, uplifting, being an advocate, being there for these parents, just letting them know they're not alone. I also have a Facebook support group that I launched in June, I do believe, of this year, called Parents Dealing with Mental Health. So if you need that support group or need someone to just talk to and just release everything, you can join the group on Facebook and talk. And it's there for parents to just connect, to have friends with that deal with the same thing that they're dealing. They're not alone.
Mhm.
So that's why I did the support group. I launched it on Facebook, and I'm just heavy about it because I don't want to see our parents killing their children or killing themselves.
Right.
Because during COVID, believe it or not, we had a high rate of that. We had parents killing themselves. We had parents killing their children because they didn't know how to cope with being with their child 24/7, 7 days a week. Kids wasn't going to school. Kids are homeschooled. They're doing virtual learning. So you have to deal with your child all day. A lot of parents wasn't going to work. A lot of people got laid off. So you had to deal with your child. And a lot of parents couldn't deal with that. They couldn't cope with that. You know, they just were
Mhm.
going crazy. So we need to find a way to help these parents so they don't have those thoughts of hurting themselves or hurting their children. I don't want to see on the news that a father shot their son, stabbed their daughter, you know,
Mhm.
those things. We see that all the time. And it's not because they don't love their child, it's honestly because they need help. Mentally, they need help and they're
Right.
not seeking it.
Hmm. So you said you have like the support group on Facebook. So is that the only like resource you have to like help other people in the community? And I know like COVID's going on right now, but like pre-COVID, did you like go out into the community or at all, like help different people that suffered from mental health or anything like that?
I didn't actually get a chance to because I was stuck in the house myself because during COVID, well, we're still in the pandemic, but I have diabetes as well. So, diabetes, um, people with diabetes, they are high risk for COVID. So I literally had to stay in the house, but I did things online. I post things on my pageant fan page about mental health, where they can seek any help if they need help. The hotline, I posted that on my page. The suicide hotline, I did all of that. So I promoted and I advocated through social media while I was at home. I did it through my pageant page, my fan page, and I also did it on my regular Facebook page as well. So that was my way since I really couldn't go anywhere to get the word out, to help people, to encourage people, and to uplift people and parents that's dealing with mental health. Now that we're kind of free to do things, I'm going to do more in the community. I'm going to go to different meetings that they have about mental health to get more knowledge and understanding and more education on it, so I can help my people because
Hmm.
it's needed, and I'm down for it. I'm all down for it. So
Right. So is this the same platform you're going to use or use into the nationals pageant as well?
yes.
Great. Um, so when actually did you win this Miss Ohio American Beauties title?
So it was back in June. I want to say it was June 25th. It was actually right before I got COVID myself.
Oh.
um,
Mhm.
we did the state pageant. We did the Northern Valley Regent pageant. So, as
Mhm.
I said, Miss Angela Rivers Harper, I had to make sure I had that right. She's the director, so she put that on, and we hosted the pageant that way. We did have people there as well. So she has Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, and I'm want to say Pennsylvania. So she has all these regions, and we had different girls from all these regions compete. Now, I'm from Ohio, so that before I won the title, I was Ms. Cincinnati, Ohio American Beauty Plus. So we also have another girl, Zayla. She's in American Beauty National. She is Mrs. Ohio. So she has that title, but she's in the American Beauty Nationals. So it's me and her. And then we have Miss Kim, that's from Ohio as well, with Classic Woman. That's the category for ages 50 on up. So, yeah, we got a lot. We
Mhm.
have a couple more girls too that's from Ohio that have the title as Woman Ohio, um, just Miss Ohio or Ohio, period. So yeah, we're gonna be thick coming coming in March. We're gonna be yeah thick,
Mhm.
and we're actually getting more. We're still accepting people. So if you out there think you can do this, and or if you would like to do this, please don't hesitate to inbox me so I can inbox my director and get you the right contact information and go there. Yeah, we're still accepting people. We're trying to be thick when we go to Atlanta.
So is there specific requirements that you have to fulfill to be able to compete in this pageant?
Yes, so you do have to do appearances. At least we have to do at least 10 appearances a month. You have to be committed to this pageant because this is a contract. You have to be all in, all on board. You have to come with a beautiful smile. You have to be ready to get dolled up at any time.
Mhm. For sure.
And of course, there's fees. And then we're actually, I do believe, she's going to have another state pageant in no, in January, either January or February, for the new contestants that's coming in. So yes, there's an application that you have to do. That's why I said if you are interested, let me know so I can tell my director and direct you to her, and she'll get that all situated for you. So yeah, but you have to just be dolled up, get ready. This is
Mhm.
not a joke, honey. 'Cause when
Okay.
you a queen, you a queen. You ain't gotta get dolled up anytime. I'm dolled up for this, and because today we're actually gonna have one of our pageants. It's gonna be virtual, and it is the Classic Beauty International pageant, which will be right after this. So people, if you're watching, please, oh pretty please, tune into that. Just go to Classic Beauty International Pageant page on Facebook, like it, and you'll be able to watch the pageant virtually that way. And I will be watching. I'll be there watching with my other pageant sisters. So yeah.
Mhm. And so the Plus pageant is for sizes 14 and up. And like you said, they are, I guess that specific pageant is turning 15 years old. And the staff have been there for over 50 years of pageantry experience. So that's really great. Or they've had 50 years of pageantry experience. Um, but Crystal, so I know you're going to nationals in March, and that's March 31st to April 3rd. You said it was,
April 3rd. Hmm.
and it's at Crown Plaza Airport South in Atlanta, Georgia. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love Atlanta, so that's lit. So
Yeah.
I know
ATL,
I'm supposed
baby.
to be there, go down there to report this whole experience for you
Yes,
to
you're
learn.
coming.
So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully COVID is gone by then, but
Right.
I'm excited to be able to report this whole experience for you in the Herald. So, but overall, I know you have to prepare for this nationals pageant in March. So how can people support you during this time? Like, what do you need? What do you need from your community, your supporters, whoever, your family, to be able to help you get to nationals and bring home that title?
Okay, so I need everyone's support, whether it's just liking my pageant fan page on Facebook, which is Ms. Ohio American Beauty Plus 2020, or if you are a company, a business owner, um, or just want to just support. I do need money to get to nationals. It's a lot. It's a lot to prepare for this. I have to buy an evening gown. I have to get a fashion wear. I got to get hair and makeup and travels. I have to find a way to get there. My hotel expenses. So this is not a cheap thing. This is expensive. Like I said, it's like a regular Miss American, pageant that you see on TV. So we need help. I need help. So if you would like to sponsor me, you can send me a message on Facebook. You can also email me. I have two email addresses. I have Crystal Banks 217 at gmail.com. Yeah. Or Ms. ABP 2020 gmail.com. It's a lot of emails.
Yeah, for sure. Just like
And
inbox her or do something like that, and she'll be able to run down that list for you and give you all the resources
yes,
that you need to support
yes.
her.
So like if you follow me on Facebook, you can follow my fan page. Like I said, you can reach out to me that way, and I will get in touch with you because there are steps, especially if you are a business. Because, like I said, I need dresses, outfits. So if you have a boutique, you are starting your own clothing line, and you want me to represent, I'm all for it. I'm down with it. I don't have a problem with that. Just send me a message and I will email you, and then we'll get the ball rolling from there because like I said, there are steps that I have to take to do that. If you would like to donate money, you can. I actually have a GoFundMe page. Um, and that link is also on my fan page as well. So you can go on my fan page. I'll post the link on there, and you can donate that way through GoFund. So there's a lot you can do. The ones that do sponsor me, um, they will have an opportunity to be in the book, that the program book, because my gift to them will be paying for them to be in the book because that's my appreciation of saying thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being a part of Ms. Ohio American Beauty Plus 2020's journey on this because I'm excited. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
sure. I'm excited too. So everyone that's listening, support Crystal however you can. She said she has a GoFundMe. If you could just like throw $10, $20. I know we're in a hardship right now, pandemic, but whatever you can spare to her to support her during this time, be sure to do that. What was I gonna say? But yes, also if you're interested in joining this organization or being a part of this pageant, like I said, they have 5 different other pageants. If you don't want to compete in the Plus pageant, they have 4 other ones. But if you do want to compete in the Plus pageant, you can go to their website. I believe you can apply on there. If you don't see it on there, feel free to message Crystal. She'll be able to hook you up with those connections. So, ain't that right, Crystal?
Yes, come on, sisters.
Yes, ma'am.
Bring it. We want to see your lovely faces.
Mm-hmm. And pageants are awesome. I mean, I have a lot of crowns up here on my little shelf because I've
I
competed.
know you should be competing in the
Girl,
nationals.
pageants are expensive. I just take a break.
Yes.
I was like, listen, I'm retiring. But yeah, pageants are really fun. The whole pageant life changed my life for the better. So I would not recommend not to compete in the pageant.
And
Definitely.
the thing about it is with the pageants, a lot of people think it's just for beauty, like, oh, it's just for beauty. No, it's really with this pageant organization, with Royal Productions, with American Beauties Plus, I've gained sisters. It's a sisterhood. I've gained sisters that they loved me.
So
When
funny.
like I said, I had COVID, they called me to make sure I was okay. They asked, was there anything they could do? They really genuine love you. It's not just all about winning a crown, a sash, because at the end of the day, let's be real, only one of us can win a crown and a sash in each division. So every woman will not be the next national title holder. So it's not all about a crown and a sash. It's about sisterhood. It's about uplifting, encouraging, loving, just making sure building your self confidence, building your self esteem, showing that you are beautiful in and out with a crown, with not a crown, loving you and to embrace who you are, to find you. Because honestly, I found myself in this pageant and I love it. I love this journey that I'm on. I love the women in this organization. I love my little sisterhood in this organization. So yes, it's not all about glitz and glam in the gown and all that. That's fun. That is fun. I love getting dolled up. I've never been this dolled up in my life, like literally. Like within this whole year, I think I've taken more pictures in makeup than I've ever done.
Yeah.
Ever. So I love it though. And
Mhm.
so it's a new side of me that I'm embracing and that I'm loving. So
Right on.
yes, sisters,
I
come
think that's so funny
on.
because I was saying that's so funny because like one of my pageant sisters literally just texted me. That's funny. But and then also like Mr. Humphreys, who was my pageant director in my pageant, he's like you said, not or every woman can be the queen of the crown. There's only one that's crowned the winner, but you all are winners in the contest of life. So at the end of the day, you are all queens. Whoever takes home the crown, cool, you have that accessory, but all the rest of y'all are all queens just like her. So never feel discouraged because I see that a lot. I see a lot of women just compete and compete. Don't try to make it a sisterhood thing. They just want to win the title and make it a them thing. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
win this. It's not about y'all. I'm here to win my thing. I don't care about y'all. Like, no. Make it a sisterhood because you guys can be sisters for like the rest of your lifetime. Like I said, one of my pageant sisters literally just texted me and asked me to do something that she's doing. So keep those connections throughout the rest of your life because you'll need those, you know? So
Oh yeah,
that was definitely
definitely.
good.
I love it.
Nice.
And it's funny because we have a photo shoot that's coming up where I'm doing a photo shoot next Sunday with my Northern Valley girls. And I'm super excited. Like every time we meet and chat, it's like, oh my God, girl, I miss you. I love you. What you do? Like, it's just that. It's not no, like, I actually have one of my pageant sisters. We're in the same category. She's just Miss, um, she's Miss Indiana. So Indianapolis, I'm sorry, she's Miss Indianapolis. So we're in the same category. But do I have beef with her? No, that's my sister. Then and it was funny because at state when we got crowned and had got our titles, we both said, so okay, either you gonna win this national title or I'm gonna win this national title. But if you don't win, then I'm gonna try to win another title, you know. So
Mhm.
it was like, okay, we got this. You got this, I got this. Okay, let's do this, girl. We got this. You know, it wasn't like, oh, so I'm competing with you. Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna get ready. I'm about to. It was none of that. It's
Yeah.
no,
And even like
no.
the last pageant I competed in, I was first runner up. My good friend Ira, she won the Miss Black Cincinnati title. But like when she won, I was just as happy for her because she worked just as hard as I did. So it was like a hug moment, like, whoa, I know you worked hard for that girl. Like it was a happy moment. So being able to have that sisterhood and just root each other on is just like phenomenal. So whoever's watching and competing in pageants, remember that always make sure you have that foundation of a sisterhood because it's not always about the title of the crown and the accessory.
I mean, besides, you already have one of these. This
Yeah.
is state. So you already have a crown, you already have a sash.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if you don't get the national title, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and I'm okay if I don't win. I want to win. Of course, I want to bring home that title to Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So Ohio can stand up and like, yay, she did it.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
if I don't, it's okay. I
Right.
still hold the title of state until the next pageant next year for state, you
Right.
know, when I have to crown my new winner.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I'm just excited to go to Atlanta and
Yeah.
see all the other sisters, because now I'm competing with all the Miss Georgias and Miss
Mm-hmm. Being able to see your
Floridas, Miss New York. And it's like,
listen, I'm excited to be in the presence of that pageant. I'm very excited.
right,
It's gonna be really fun.
right.
Um, but I guess we can wrap this up now. Unless you have any last thoughts you wanted to leave with everyone before we wrap this up. If you want to touch on or give any advice about mental health to encourage people to stay lifted during this time, because a lot of people are definitely suffering with mental health during this time. It's crazy. Or if
Whew.
you want to give any advice about like a young woman who is on the edge about competing in a pageant. I know it's kind of weird with competing in pageants right now. With COVID, everything's just weird right now. But
Yeah,
in the
everything.
future, post post COVID.
I think we're all over 2020. Just
Yeah, listen, I'm over COVID. We don't even know when this COVID stuff is going. I'm over it.
yeah.
Period. But yeah, you have any last things you want to leave with us?
Yes. So, like I said, all my parents out there, if you know someone that's dealing with mental health, or you may be dealing with mental health, and you need someone to just talk and just relieve that stress, you need to find friends that know that that's going what you're going through. Sorry. I have a support group on Facebook, and it's called Parents Dealing with Mental Health. Legitly, Parents Dealing with Mental Health. It's just a quick little questions that you have to ask, and then you're in the group. Um, so yes, all my parents out there, please don't hesitate to join the support group. If you know someone that may need the support group, please, please, please let them know about this. Um, my girls out there, all my beautiful queens, if you would love to be a part of this pageant, you can inbox me so I can tell my director where she can contact you directly. Um, if you would like to support me in any type of way, anyway, please inbox me on my fan page, Ms. Ohio American Beauty Plus 2020, and we can go from there, because like I said, there's other couple of steps that we have to do if you want to be one of my sponsors. So yes, please, please help me with 2 nationals, help me get this title. Like, I really want to bring home this title to Ohio and Cincinnati. Honestly,
Right.
it would be nice to just bring back this title to Cincinnati. I think it's something that we need. I think it's something to show that Black girls, we rock. We rock. And me being plus size, I just rock even more. So
And then like also if anyone, especially since now we're in this pandemic, COVID and everything, we have a lot of virtual events happening. So anyone
yes.
listening wants to like hire, I guess, book. Book.
Yes, if you would like me to make an appearance at any of your events, yes, you can feel free to inbox me on Facebook or email me at my emails, which was crystalbanks217@gmail.com or Ms. ABP 2020@gmail.com. One of those 2 emails, you can email me if you would like for me to make an appearance. I will make an appearance. It can be for any type of event for the little babies. I'm all for kids. I love kids. Oh, yeah. It could be for children. It could be for mental health. Definitely for mental health. So if you have an event, I would love to be a part of that. It could be for anything. I'm hoping we get to have the daddy-daughter dance next year. So
Oh shoot, I don't even know.
I know. I'm really hoping.
I don't know. I think that was up in the air for Herald, but
yeah, I know it's up in the air, but I'm really, really hoping. I'm hoping we have daddy-daughter Nefertiti. Like yeah.
Yeah, I know we were talking about like a virtual thing, but I don't know if that's. Well, shoot, they'll let you know if they're having something, but I don't. It was up in the air the last time I heard. So
yeah, the same. I've heard it too. It's up in the air.
Yeah. All right, Crystal. Well, I really enjoyed the opportunity of being able to, speak to you today. So thank you for being here with me and coming on the show. And I really hope that, everyone listening enjoyed the interview and learned a lot about, your pageant journey, the pageant organization, your platform, and how people can support you moving forward as you head towards national in the ATL, because everybody loves the ATL. So everyone be sure to support and connect with Crystal on her social media. She mentioned it a few times, but if you want to mention it again, your Facebook and Instagram, so people can follow you, Crystal, you can go ahead and do that.
Yes, so I do have a lot of social media outlets. So I have Facebook, which is Ms. Ohio American Beauty Plus 2020. I also have an Instagram that is the same, Ohio APPABP, sorry, 2020. I also have a regular Instagram, which is Crystal Banks. Whew, Jesus. I have my emails again, which is crystalbanks217@gmail.com or Ms. ABP 2020@gmail.com. Or you can reach me on my fan page. Like I said again, is Ms. Ohio American Beauty Plus here on Facebook. So yes.
Awesome. Thank you for plugging that for us. And like Crystal said, there's another virtual pageant that's happening after this show. So if you want to just, pop in, support the women, just see what it's like, experience that, pageant virtually, feel free to tune into that. That starts at 7. And then
yes, I'll be sharing the link to that actually on my pageant page. So if you would like to see what a pageant is virtually, yes,
that's something interesting. I like to see that. I'm pretty sure it's happened before, but during this time, I like to see how that's happening. But I really love bringing on different pageant girls or pageant queens. There we go. On my show because I can relate to it. So I retired, so I like to bring it back. Anyway, but yeah. So lastly, do that. Tune into that virtual pageant thing.
It's the Classic Beauties International Pageant.
There we go.
Please like their fan page, their Facebook page. There's a link on their Facebook page for the pageant as well. And then, like I said, once I get off of here, I will try to also put the link on my fan page. And if you're my friend on Facebook, if you personally know me, I will also put it on my regular Facebook page as well. So.
Are you doing anything are you just there?
I am there to be one of the supporters. All the pageant queens and sisters, we have to be on here. Because it is a royal production event and it's one of our pageants, it's one of our sister pageants. So we have to be on here. So I really don't have a choice, but I'm excited. So I really don't care. Like I got dolled up. Look at my look. I have to show you. Look at the makeup, the crown. I'm ready.
Awesome. So lastly, don't forget to tune back into the influencers next weekend for Jordan Ivory. He will be hosting the 11 a.m. show, and Morgan Owens, who hosted this morning, she will be hosting the 6 p.m. show. So be sure to support them next Saturday. Also be sure to check out the Influencer Show on the Herald TV YouTube channel. This show will be on the YouTube channel. It'll be posted soon. So if you want to share it with other people, it'll be on the on our Facebook pages and on the Herald YouTube channel. And then like the Cincinnati Herald on Facebook if you haven't already. And then follow us on Cincy Herald on Twitter and Instagram. And as always, you can visit us at thecincinnatiherald.com. So thank you to everyone that tuned in today to the influencers at home. Don't forget to react, comment, and share if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to submit your vote for the election. Vote, vote, and vote. Yes. Don't forget it. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you again to Queen Crystal Banks. Support the Cincinnati Herald and everything that we do for you. Stay healthy, everyone. Wear your mask, social distance as much as possible. Happy Sweetest Day. Also, to all the sweethearts out there, it must be nice. It must be
my
great.
Sweetest Day is my son.
But have a very blessed rest of your weekend, everyone, and love and peace. Thank you, Crystal. See ya.
Yeah.